going to do a nice, relaxing, restorative class today. If you have a block, we'll use the block. If you don't have a block, that's okay. Get a firm pillow or maybe a towel that you can roll up. Honestly, sometimes I've done it where I have taped together some cell phone boxes or a book that you can use. So you can be creative. You don't have to have a yoga block. We're going to start first with some breathing, and we're going to do a breathing technique called box breathing. So I'll give you a second though. First, find a comfortable seated position, and if more comfortable for you is sitting on your block or your pillow or your blanket or towel, whatever you have, do that today. But then sit up nice and tall, relax your shoulders, close your eyes. Okay, and then let out a breath. Take a moment here to switch into your yoga breath. So breathing in and out through your nose, a nice steady rhythm. Okay, then see if you can transition into breathing in for 4 counts, and then back out for 4 counts. Do that several times. Okay, then for box breathing, we're going to have that same 4 count inhale and exhale, but we're going to add a pause in between the inhale and exhale. That's going to last for 4 counts as well. So we'll come back to our inhale. So it's inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, then hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it back out. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then hold it out. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to inhale, and I'm going to count the other way now. 2, 3, 4, then hold it. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold it out. 2, 3, 4. And keep going, counting in your mind, and do a few rounds on your own. After you've done several rounds, you can return back to the 4 count inhale, 4 count exhale. And all this good intentional breathing is really a good way to reset your nervous system and calm yourself down for sure. Okay, once we feel set in our rhythm of our breath today, we're going to add a few neck circles here. So you can do either half circles going from sides to shoulder, or you can do full circles. Just try and stay connected with your breath. You can add whatever movement again through your neck feels good as we get going. And then we're going to come back up tall, and we're going to come down onto our back. So again, this is where if you have a block, we'll probably use it right away here. So when you get onto your back, you're going to bring the block. So a couple options. So if you don't have a block, or even if you don't want to use the block, you don't have to use the block. We're going to bring it underneath our back. And I recommend for this one you start with it on the flattest position. So you're going to bring it down. It's going to come underneath, so part way up into your shoulder, between your shoulder blades, down the middle of your back. But then you're going to bring your feet, so it might take you a few times to adjust to where it feels good. And then your feet are going to come out wide, and your knees against each other. Arms are going to start out wide. So just pause here for a second, so see if you need to adjust anything. Okay, then with your inhale, you're going to bring your arms all the way up. Your right arm is going to cross over top of your left, and you're going to reach around, grab onto your shoulders or your shoulder blades. Give yourself a big hug. And then kind of relax into this position, still keeping the hug. And then breathe. See if you can just let yourself rest here on the block. And again, if you feel like the block is making this not a very good experience, take it out and just lay down on the mat. Okay, and then with your next breath in, you're going to open your arms all the way out wide. And then bring your knees out wide, soles of your feet together. Or in a reclined butterfly position. You can bring them closer, your feet closer to you. For me, that feels a little better. If you want to push them farther away. We're just here for one more breath. And then you're going to bring your knees back up, setting your feet out wide again, and then relax your knees into the center. With an inhale, reach your arms all the way up, cross your left arm around, this time on top. Grab onto your shoulders or shoulder blades, squeeze tight. And then just relax again into the position. And then we're going to open back up with an inhale, arms out wide, back again to that butterfly. Try and really relax through your face. That's a big one that the rest of your body follows. And then bring your knees back up, bring your arms in. You can set your forearms down enough that you can prop yourself up, take the block out, slide it under, and set it to the side for now. Come back down on your mat, extend your legs out long, flex your feet, really press out through your heels, and then reach your arms all the way up over your head. Stretch as far as you can. Okay, then take your feet and bring them over to the right corner of your mat. And then your arms are going to come up. So you're trying to make a crescent or a banana shape with your body. So your hips and your buttocks are going to stay in the same spot in the center of your mat, but your arms and legs are going to pull over to the corners of the mat. You can then cross your left leg over your right, and you can grab on to your left wrist with your right hand and pull it over to the side to add more of a side stretch, but you don't have to do that. So again, remember the goal of this class for sure is to just really relax, open up through the body, release any tension that we can. And then come back through center. Reach up tall again. It's a full body stretch. Interlace your fingers to make one big fist and then flip your palms inside out. Press the palms of your hand all the way up above your head. Press your heels away from you again. Okay, then we're going to take that crescent shape over to the other side. So legs, feet are going to come over to the left corner. Arms and hands over to the right and to the left corner as well. Cross your right leg over your left, grab onto your right wrist with your left hand and pull it over. And then come back up through center. Reach your arms up long again, back to that full body stretch. All right, then bring your arms down by your side. Maybe rest them across your belly, and we're gonna bring our knees back in underneath you. Okay, and then if you want, even add in knees to your chest, squeeze it tight, rock a little bit side to side. Then set them down. We're gonna use that block again. But again, if you don't have the block, you can still do all these poses without it. We're gonna come into supported bridge pose. So you wanna start first by bringing your feet hip distance apart, knees pointed straight up to the ceiling, and then slide your feet up towards your body so you can reach down and touch the back of your heels with your fingertips, or get as close to that as you can. Then we're gonna press down into the mat with our feet, lift our hips up, and then you're gonna take the block and set it underneath you. So you wanna set it underneath your sacrum, which is that bone right above your tailbone. So the tailbone is the very last bone in your spine, and then right above that is where you wanna set the block. Okay, so you can have it down on the lowest level, so the lowest setting. If you feel like you would like a little more, you can twist it up so it's a little bit taller. In either position, you want to just get to where you can rest. So it's supported bridge. You're going to rest yourself on top of the block. Your arms can come out wide, palms up. And then just relax here for a few breaths. So where are you feeling tension? That's where you direct your breath. So another variation you can add on here is to extend your legs out straight, but you can definitely stay just where you are in supported bridge or just regular bridge. And then if you've extended your legs out, bring them back underneath you, back to your supported bridge. And then we're gonna, if you have the block on the higher setting, pick your hips up, flatten it down, lower it down to the flattest setting. And then we're gonna come into legs up the wall pose. So again, with the block underneath you or with no block, and you can even actually use the wall if you're by a wall. So you're gonna bring your knees up and then extend your legs up towards the ceiling. So if if your legs aren't all the way straight, that's okay. Then you can relax your arms by your side, or you can cross over your chest and your lower belly. Separate your feet just a little bit and then make some circles with your ankles. Really emphasizing that pointing and then flexing. And then go the other direction. And then come back, bring your legs back together. Take a few more breaths here. Okay, and then bend your knees, slowly start to bring your feet back down to the mat. And then set them back down in your supported bridge. Rest here for several breaths. Just noticing any sensations. And bring your arms by your side. Press down into the mat with your feet. Lift your hips up, slide the block out. Okay, and then we're gonna just roll to the left, onto our side. Your knees should stack on top of each other. Bring your arms to stack on top of each other in a bent position, so a 90-degree angle. And we're gonna take this into some arm circles. So as you breathe in, you're gonna bring your top arm, so your right arm is gonna come up and circle around, keeping your elbow bent, opening all the way up to the side. Then come back again across your legs, up and around again. Do this a few times. Again, use your breath. Really feel that stretch across your chest as you open up. Then this time as you come to the side and open up, you're gonna roll over just a little bit, enough so that you can set that arm down. So both arms are out to the side. We call these cactus arms, or they look like goalposts. Okay, so we're in a supine twist position, and you can add some variation here with your legs. So you can keep your knees stacked, you can slide your top knee back a little bit, you can take your top knee and tuck it under the bottom leg, you can extend it out straight, you can even use a block to prop under you. Just experiment a little bit and see what feels good, and then we'll rest here for several breaths. You can even add the option to twist all the way up through your neck and turn and look over to the right. And if you twist it through your neck, bring your neck, look so you're looking back up towards the ceiling. If you tucked your top knee under, bring it back. Finish out that circle now with your arms. Bring it all the way back around. Good. Okay, then we're gonna roll ourselves up onto our back and then over to the other side and do that same thing again. So you're laying on your side, knees are stacked, arms are stacked at 90-degree angles. With your inhale, bring your arm all the way up, circle it around, opening up through the chest. Again, keeping the bend in your elbow. Cross your legs. Do that a few more times. Okay, on your next time, open all the way up. Roll over onto your back a little more so you can bring your left arm down to the mat. Make any adjustments or changes you want with your legs, and even add the twist through your neck if you want. And then close your eyes if you haven't. Relax, breathe. Okay, and then finish out that circle with your arm, bringing it all the way around. Roll over onto your back. Come into, again, a full body stretch. And if you've worked your way up your mat, you can center yourself again on the mat. Reach up tall. Make fists with your hands, roll out your wrists as you bring your hands back down, kind of by your side, but out wide again. Widen out your legs, let your feet relax. Come all the way into Shavasana. So I'll get you here into a relaxed state, and I would just recommend that you stay here for 5 or 10 minutes, or as long as you can. I'll finish out the getting into relaxing, then the video will end, but just stay here as long as you can today. And really allow yourself this chance to relax and just reset. So So start at the top of your head and relax through your forehead and your eyes. And with your eyes closed, come into a cross-eyed position is basically what it is. Like you're looking down the tip of your nose. It's called looking at your third eye. Then relax your jaw and your tongue. Relax through your chest and your arms, your legs, your glutes, everywhere you might be holding tension. If you need to take a couple of good slow exhales here to help finish out the relaxing, do that. And then again, stay here as long as you can today.